Audio, there we go. So, good evening everyone, this is RSF1 Division 4 around Great Britain. I am joined in the commentary box by BZH Jake. Good evening, good sir.
Good evening, how are we all doing?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'll be doing
Yeah?
even better when when qualifying starts.
Yeah, we are running slightly a bit late, but hopefully the action can pick that up for us. So,
Sure it will.
yeah. Waiting for a few drivers to select their tyre choices.
So, first race of the season. Who have you got to win it?
Ooh, I will admit, I haven't really followed Division 4 all of last season.
I've put you on the spot a little bit here.
Yeah, you have a little bit, but there's a few which I have raced against before, practice lobbies and whatnot. I'm just gonna go for. I'm gonna go for the Alpine of Old Manzi, to be honest. So I could be completely wrong, but hey, gotta have a bit of randomness every now and again.
I'm going for SDK Modular Cat personally.
Yeah.
Stuff. Oh, we've got someone on track already. He didn't hang about, did he? The Williams. It is the Williams of NRG Lem. Who doesn't have a teammate today?
Let's have a look. The two Mercs, the two Alphas, two Williams.
Right, there's a team that I'm just forgetting. Is it Alpha Tauri? No.
Alpha Tauri's got two. I do believe it's the Alpine.
Oh, right.
Wrong.
Well, maybe your prediction will be even more true then, because old Manzi won't have to worry about other people getting in the way.
Yeah, especially in the pit stop phases.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll go on board for the first lap with NRG.
Doesn't look like he's going as quick. Oh, I've got a purple sector 1 from the Aston.
Black blue Fox.
Everyone's going faster than each other in sector 1.
Across the line, so the first benchmark on the selection so far is a 26.4. ARC.
coming. Where is that?
Yeah. So we've gone really button in the last section, last corners. 56.9.
Bad time. Senna not standing.
Should be doing an outlap.
Old Manzi goes P7.
Quick mix just tips that to P7.
Red Bull outlap. Oh, the
is that one?
Rapid Technos Alpha Tauri invalidated. He's struggling a little bit. And a purple sector 2 from Jixer in the McLaren.
Jixer's gotten slightly out of sync here, along with
Is he?
the...
Oh no.
So everybody's just come in from their first flying lap. We caught the curb a little bit into the first part of the club.
That might cost him.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm starting to think the game was lying to me because there's no way he lost potentially 1.4 seconds.
It could be. Sometimes the purple sectors do come up if they're the purple best for them. It is a bit confusing.
I feel lied to and betrayed.
Yep. Typical EA and Codemasters. It's a collaboration. Right, so Immortal in the Williams. So this might get a bit confusing with Immortal, one of the Immortals in the Williams, the other one in the Alpha, but we'll do our best.
At least they're not similar colours, we've got that.
That is true.
I know Immortal in the Williams was a Div 5 last season, so he's jumped himself up. And he was quite quick on pace, but then something would happen to him in the race. He'd seemed to have really good qualifying pace. I don't really know what happened to him in the races. He just sort of wasn't as quick.
Yeah.
He's not done badly for his first time out in Div 3.
That's Div 4. Unless I've got
Was
it
it Div
wrong.
4? Oh, my bad.
I do believe it is Div 4.
Place. Yeah.
That's not a problem. So,
It is Div 4, you're right.
Well, that's good solid lap time. And
So he was Div 3. It wasn't Div 5 to begin with, and he got moved up on the races.
might be U2 for a luxury.
They're right next to each other as well on track. Well, it sounds quite nice.
Downshift corner for the Red Bull. The lift display.
cars are coming from out for another turn.
Keeps into the top lane. Go this way with the SDP.
Oh, well. Looks like Lem is considerably faster than everyone else.
Oh, he's got three tenths in hand at the moment. Who's the next one?
Bringing the glory days back to Williams. Quick Mick is about to start a lap, if that's any interest to you.
We will go on board with Quick just after
Let's see how quick it is.
Alpha Romeo. So the Alpha Romeo the Motor finishes with that. So they're not going to there's P5 with that one. Good strong pace. Very tight grid at the moment.
Yeah.
Literally 1/10.
Yeah, I was about to say you beat me to it. P2 to
P2 to P5. Exactly the goal for the
oh wow, look at that.
that's one that we missed. Did I miss? Sorry about that.
Yeah.
ART doing top with 26.2. Strong that. Back on board with the quick one.
That didn't look great.
But loose on the wheel, I believe.
Yeah. See how that affected him.
Lovely car didn't want to bike into the corner.
It's improved.
Yeah. Half a second improvement. Also zooms. Then sorry if I butchered people's names, I'm really sorry about that. We've got P10 in the Alfa Romeo.
It's all the way over to the right side of the track.
Got cracking bit wide. Just misses out on the improvement.
I'm not too sure what Craigie Senna's doing here because he's only got 44% battery.
Not entirely sure.
Might have been better off bringing that into the pits.
Who did we miss then? Was it Ferrari? No, we missed someone in the Red Bull. Between Scotty Douglas and Scott. And moved up to P6, I believe.
Craigie Senna's half a second up this time, but when that DRS starts to run out, he's... No, I wouldn't bother, he's just track violation. Should be bringing this one into the pits now.
What about the one on the passes? Is it pressing? No.
Crayon flowers coming in.
Two Red Bulls milking for me. So, who we got on?
I think Old Man's not going to bother this lap. I don't know if he's going to bring it in or just wait for the DRS to charge.
He's just finished running the lap.
Well, we've got Williams Immortal, who's a second fast on his time. So he could be challenging for being at the front row here. He can keep it tied into sector 3.
Flag goal. Nicely turned. Well
done, Immortal.
well done. Good time.
Well, I don't know what the Williams team have been doing in the off-season, but they've built a pretty good car for Div 4, haven't they?
Definitely.
P1 and P3.
Definitely so far. Definitely best round of the show. Qualifying wise, the team to beat.
Got Rapid Tickner, getting Modular Cat's had enough.
Yep.
He's saying
Might just be saving a set of softs for sprint or the race.
because there are a lot of safety cars on Sunday.
I missed the one on Sunday.
Alright.
There was one safety car, no, two safety cars and one virtual safety car, I do believe, for Division 2, I think it was, Monday.
Okay. It's quite unusual to have so many safety cars for Silverstone. Well, maybe everyone else is thinking, what's he on about?
It depends on where the accidents happen. So, looks like we're going to have to record forward button. Stow. Box line to button. A half a second improvement.
That's a good time.
Very good time.
Now things are getting tight at the top. If people to beat old Manzi's decided he's not getting any better than P10. Nice. The two McLarens are very close. Oh, there's a potential car in the way here. Mercedes, I think they're going to be okay. That is not a good lap from Rapid Tickner.
Starting the line now. Alfa Romeo is
Zons was going very slow.
He's getting out of the way before it's go.
Yeah. I think Zons might be the last car to have having a lap then.
I can't quite see the timer right now.
I've just 10 seconds I think or so.
Yeah, so Zons is going to be the last driver across the line. Bracken peels into the pits.
Zons isn't looking like he's going to be worrying at all in the front runners for now.
Craig Senna, which will validate peels into the pits. Fast now, Red Bull, the Aston Martin, must be AR2. Scotty goes P1 with a 26 flat.
Nifty Nasri's not shown any improvement in sector 2. It's 5 thousandths of his time, so he's not worse. So maybe he can have a good sector 3.
Just gone green.
He's had a good sector 2 then. Oh, I thought that was a bit wide, but we're okay.
power down, P6.
There's a slight improvement on his time, but not on his position.
Yeah, and then Zoom has crossed the line as well. So you have your grid for the sprint race. In P1 we have the Red Bull of Scotty 007 Scott. P2 we have AR2, Devil Moon. P3 we have the Williams of Immortal. P4 we have Button in the house. Then I will read the rest out once we get the grid back up. So we've got NRG Lem in P5. Nifty in the Mercedes in P6. SDK in the Ferrari in P7. Immortal in the Alfa Romeo in P8. Quick Mick in Mercedes P9. And Zoms in the Alfa Romeo in P10. So, definitely an action-packed qualifying. Very tight grid as well, which bodes very well for an action-packed sprint race and normal race. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think we're going to be in for quite a treat with just how close some of the front runners went in qualifying.
Definitely.
It's a really good sprint race.
With Scotty getting pole by 2 seconds and then 2 seconds by 2/10. Sorry. Maybe that's a bit of a mess up, isn't it? Yeah, and then P2 to I think it was P3 or 4. I think it was covered by a 10th, and then going down all the way down to 6th or 7th. I think it was covered by what, 0.3 of a second. I think it was 3/10. So very close grid.
I just hope that we don't see any questionable moves.
Yes, questionable moves, and touch wood that we don't have any lobby issues. I hope I haven't jinxed it, but yeah.
Well, I know who I'm going to blame if we do have lobby issues now.
Yeah, that's fine. Blame me, everyone. If we have lobby issues, blame me. I can take it.
Shall be writing you a strongly worded letter. Meanwhile, we get to look at the Paddock Club, which is fun.
Yeah.
Look excited for it, don't they?
Definitely. Crowd cheering even before the sprint race begins. Yeah.
Apart from that guy in a body warmer, he does not look fussed.
No. Right, so then, in chat, and yourself, BZH Jake, what are your top 3 predictions for the sprint race?
What, in terms of finishing position?
Yes.
Right, I'm going to go with Scotty, P1, because he just looks a lot faster than everyone else. Then I'm going to go Lem P2, and I'm going Modular Cat P3. What are yours?
Yeah. I'm gonna actually mix that up a little bit. So I reckon Scotty's gonna come P2. The Williams of NRG Lem, I reckon, is gonna get P3. And P1. I'll have to go with the one that started the one that started in P2. I'm really forgetful
It's Lem,
for
isn't
names.
it?
No, Lem
Oh, no, it's not Lem, it's
starting
an Aston
P.
Martin,
Oh.
I think.
Yeah, ART Devil Devil Noob, I think it is.
That's it, yeah.
ART, yeah. And we go with him for with them for P1.
The
So
guy with the longest name on the grid.
yeah, right. Easton is saying in chat that wait,
Oh, looks like we're starting.
so lights out and away we go. Good start for Scotty, and
He's well away.
Lem is
Oh,
already
one
making
of the
up a position.
Moles had a great start. Zom's out, I don't know what happened there.
And we already have
We've got the McLaren of Gixxer at the back. Oh, there's debris all over the place.
Yep. So we got Zoms, which is already crashed out, and we've already got a safety car on one.
Brilliant.
So
Vettel's gone up 7 places. So he's had a great start.
right, I'm just gonna quickly have a look at something a sec, because
So Gixxer doesn't have a front wing. Just trying to look at some of the damage. Looks like that Haas is okay.
Easton, if you were still watching the stream, is my mic any better now, or am I still quite quiet? Can't really tell. So, safety car. So, most of the grid going on softs this time round. Interesting. Division 2 on Monday, I believe it was. It was a split grid for the sprint. Half going mediums, half going softs. So
I think we'll be okay for the soft tyres because I think because of the safety car.
yeah.
It's probably a risk worth taking. For me, both McLarens lost their front wing. It looks like for them as well.
Yeah,
Gixxer speeding in the pit lane, that's a silly penalty to get.
Yeah, and I do believe McCracken had a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane as well. Yes.
Yeah.
So both McLarens not getting off to the best of starts. Moment.
No, terrible start for them. Well, McCracken's managed to get 5 seconds off of his time penalty, but that's not going to do his teammate any favours.
No. We've got Old Manzi as well, with a time penalty. Quick look, 5 seconds as well, what that was for.
Oh, there was just carnage at the start of the race though, wasn't there? So
Definitely.
could have been anything.
Could have been. I was a bit focused on the front, so I think all the carnage happened from P10 back, I do believe. So
yeah, something like that. I was looking at the front. I saw the front runners get away, and then I saw an incident between Zom and the McLaren. I tried to go see what happened, and then there's just debris all over the place.
yeah.
I think Zom started P10, I think the McLarens were P11, P12, something like that. So that would be about right for your for what you said, P10 and backwards divisions.
Yeah, so the biggest gainer so far, positions gained, is SLR Vettel right now, with 8 positions.
Rapid Tickner's gone up 7 as well, that's a good start.
It is a good
Both
start.
the AlphaTauris.
Yeah, both AlphaTauris. Well done. So we've got another McLaren back in pits. The Kraken, I think it is, yeah.
It is, yeah.
So what for?
I think he's pit to get rid of his penalty, which is a good idea. I think that's what old Manzi and Jixer could have maybe done too.
Definitely. Yeah, okay, it puts you at the back of the field, but with it being only
Well, the McLarens are at the back anyway.
yeah, 6 racing laps when this,
Yeah.
if the safety car comes in this lap, and there's not much of a field spread going to be happening.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So the top 3, I do believe, stay as they were. Top 3 stay as they were. NGR Lem gains 1 position, with the Ferrari of SDK gaining 2. Button losing 2 places, so he's had a shocker at the start. With Immortal in the Alfa Romeo gaining 1 position, and Nifty dropping 2 positions. And we've got SLR Vettel with the biggest gainer so far, with 8 positions gained. And rounding out the top 10 is the Ferrari of J. Plates.
Safety car is in, so we are back.
We are back racing. Let's get back to the front.
It's been a bad start from Immortal. He's sort of been caught sleeping by everyone else.
Yep.
And same for Nifty Nasri. He's a little bit far behind. He's second off.
Yeah, Immortal's definitely been caught napping.
I think Lem might be looking at having an overtake here on his teammate.
No, if I was Immortal, I would just let Lem go here. Quicker tyres. Let them drag you along.
I think Modular Cat's lining him up as well.
Looking for a move and top.
Good defender there, he's gone wide.
Immortal's gone wide. Modular Cat playing a safer option there.
You're going to go from here though. Mortal has got his ERS on.
ART Devil Noob keeping Scotty honest out front.
Happens past Jixer.
Got a position change. Craig Center and Rapid Thinker. Thickner, I should say.
I think Lem might be able to get Devil Noob here. He's had a good run.
Yep.
ERS on.
Draining the ERS. Quite
Position.
done.
Or we might have some chaos
Yeah,
going into
we got-
cobs.
Bit of wheel banging between the Alpha Tower and McLaren.
And Immortal is out of... Oh no, he's back into it now, but he was out of DRS range, his
Yeah.
teammate. But now,
3-second penalty for Rapid Thinker.
5 laps.
Slab Vettel looking for a move into plug. Ooh, Immortal. I don't know if he got a bit trigger happy on the throttle there, or in the Alfa Romeo. loses the back end a little bit, which allows Vettel to just run free.
Think Immortal's not going to get DRS here. No, he's not getting it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have any ERS, but he might be far enough in front of Modular Cat. Yeah, I think we're okay for now.
Great battle for P2 here between ART and ART Devil Noob and the Williams of NRG Len.
Old Manzy's going around the outside of the... Oh, there's contact! Immortals hit Old Manzy. Nothing came of it, but...
Yeah, Barrett going a bit wide there. Back off. Got a penalty.
Modular Cat has just breezed past Immortal.
Yep.
Plates past Vettel.
Another position change between Fair and Flower and Oak Manzy. Oh, that was a close one. Yeah.
I think Button might get Immortal hit.
Bit of an oversteer for Lem. That's gonna hurt him trying to run on Devil Noob. Although these two are battling, they're reeling Scotty back in.
Yeah.
Making it very close for a...
Is Lem going to go for it? He's thinking about it. I think he's getting fed up of being stuck behind that Aston Martin now.
Jinx at the front. No, not Jinx. Fixer. Yes, I was marked it. Yeah.
Devil Noob might be thinking about Scotty here.
Thank you very much for Lincoln Dave for the gifted sub. Hello to everyone that is watching. This is RSF1 Division 4.
Vettel's just lost 2 places. Let's see what happens. The Manzy's going to get past Immortal.
Seems like Vettel's struggling with the tyres at the moment. Calm down a little bit at the front now.
Oh, Button. Oh.
That's gonna hurt. He's had the penalty.
Looks like Lem's struggling a little bit more on those softs.
Where's the closest battle? Let's go down to Mighty V2 with Old Manzy and Crayon. So the bottom end of the points.
Oh, Immortal G's all over the place.
Yeah. Got a bit wide. Could be a double overtake for Mighty V2 here. Not quite enough straight line speed.
Oh wow!
Immortal does have front wing damage though. I've only just noticed that. He's got a front left end plate missing.
Oh yeah.
And we've got a change at the front. The Aston Martin Devil Noob
must have made a mistake
suddenly
somewhere.
dropped down to P7.
Yeah, he missed that. And Immortal is past Lem.
Yep. With Modular Cat jumping straight up to second place.
Well, I need Lem to get past Immortal, so at least I didn't get the right order, but it would be the right people in my top 3.
And Lem
So,
is
you know, if
missing a front
Nifty
wing.
Nazari's got Lem. Has Lem got damage somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, he's missing a front wing.
So I'm wondering if they've had a coming together
Yeah,
in turn
I
1.
think that's what's happened.
Because Devil Noob is missing a front right end plate as well.
Yeah. Shame we've missed that.
Definitely.
Lem has lost button
Sorry,
now.
everyone.
But can he stay within 3 seconds of button?
So, I've literally
Probably.
only just noticed this is the last lap of the race, so I'll go on board with Scotty for the last sector.
Lem's got a 3-second penalty as well, so he might drop down to potentially 8th, but he should be
so
okay, but he might drop down to 8th.
Scotty, Modular Cat, Immortal is your top 3 for the sprint race.
Lem held on to P8, so he's got some points.
Yeah. A lot of work to do for a few of the front running guys in the race now.
Both AlphaTauris at the bottom of the cars that finished anyway. Lem's left the session, I just got my screen.
Let's see if I can quickly invite them back in. So, bear with me a second. Send them an invite. So, that one's there. That is your results for the sprint race. Again, so P1 we've got Scotty, P2 we've got Modular Cat, and P3 was Immortals in Williams. Well, a lot happened in that sprint race.
A lot happened in that, and I feel like we missed a load of it.
We did, and I am sorry for the viewers for missing the whatever happened between the Williams and the Aston Martin. So yeah, I apologise for that one. Love to have seen what had happened. But,
yeah, I was watching people on the last DRS section, and there was like a double, triple overtake going on, and there was contact, and then the next thing I know, the Aston Martin dropped down to P6.
yeah, I was the exact same.
Yeah. Well, at least we got something. At least we weren't watching like one of the McLarens doing a pit stop or something.
That is true. So, with that much action from 9 laps, what can we expect for 26 laps?
Well, I was hoping maybe a little bit less chaos, but I said that last time, and we got loads of chaos.
Yeah.
So,
but, I'm just happy with whatever action we get.
yeah. A good race, I'll take that.
Definitely.
It's a bit of a shame that we don't have a safety car, not a safety car, a formation app.
Yeah, it would definitely spice things up a bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, it also
Spice
gives
up
us
the stars
time
a
to
bit.
sort of prepare, because I feel like at the minute we look at the the mechanics sitting down, and then the next thing we know, it's
Yeah,
the
straight
race is
into the
starting.
straight into the
Yeah,
red lights.
I need time to prepare myself.
So
We need to get one of the drivers in the party to tell us, right, 30 seconds on the countdown.
right.
I'm going with the same. I'm going with the same 3 predictions that I made for my podium in the same order that I made them. I think Lem's going to get himself a P2. Modular Cat P3.
Yeah.
Modular Cat does tend to race better than he qualifies, though. But I think he goes out of his way to not qualify at the front for some reason. That's what he did before. I don't know if he's changed his tactics since then.
Well, maybe if modular Cats gets the podium, we can ask them.
Yeah, we can ask him.
Yeah.
Or maybe he'll even go and win it.
Or win, yeah.
Though Scotty did look relatively unchallenged in that race.
I don't know. I think it's too close to call, to be honest.
Yeah, he wasn't really getting away from them, but he
No.
wasn't really under much pressure either.
Here
we go.
So we got 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go. So Scotty seems to have got a good start again. Maybe challenged by a little bit by the Ferrari. Some position changes at the rear of the field.
We've got the one of the Alfa Romeos has lost it, but there's a McLaren, the wrong way around as well.
Jigsaw.
Oh, there's lots of contacts in the midfield.
Definitely too much. Go back to the front.
But no safety cars, so we can be grateful for that. So Lem hasn't come back. He's still an AI, so my prediction is just completely gone. Lem's just getting overtaken here.
Yeah. Well, do you mind sending them another invite just in case they want to?
I can give him
back
a
in.
go. Probably isn't going to know who I am, but we can give it a go. It was loading 7 minutes ago, so I think he's had a disconnect.
Right. And we got an overtake. The 5 J plates.
So Wimbledon's trying to get the lead of the race at the front. He's not got a bad line going into this straight. Scotty's got his car positioned quite well to stop him from accelerating out of the corner though, which might open the door for Modular Cat.
Modular Cat's just sitting back a little bit saying, yeah, I'm just going to watch you guys fight for a little bit and then I'll choose my perfect moment to strike and overtake a side-by-side action between the 2 sister teams. Red Bull coming out on top. Got a spinner of Craig Senna. So Hasses running line astern as well. We got another spinner. Oh, that is Mikey V.
I think Scott, he's made a mistake because Immortal's right on his gearbox.
Yep.
Oh, that was a bit wide from Immortal.
Just a tiny bit and then steer.
He's going to get him maybe.
Rapid ticker and...
Scotty's not bothering defending with the ERS. He's just going to let Immortal go.
Scotty tries hanging around the outside.
Force him off the track.
Yep.
Oh, he was very early on the brakes there. Oh, that's not going to do very much to help. Modular Cat might do a through comes Hamilton moment.
Right. Looking turn one. No, he backs out.
Go for it. Right call there. And Clates was looking at the Aston Martin, but I think we're better off sticking with Modular Cat for now.
Ferrari of Jay Clates getting quite close with the Aston. DRS now open.
Scotty's going up the inside of Immortal. Not going to make it stick. He might go back around here. Button's right behind Clates now. And Quick Mick is looking at Crayon. Well, that wasn't great for Quick Mick.
So he's getting a slightly better run.
Modular Cat's trying to get Scotty. He's gone. Not going to go for it again. Modular Cat's doing a good job of keeping his patience and just going for moves.
Swapping places.
Zom is out.
Zoms is out.
And safety car.
Safety car, yes. Now, who would want to be brave? Because hards can go the race distance around here.
Well, if they can, I'd be doing it. But actually, there is most likely going to be another safety car, so maybe that's what some of the drivers are going to be thinking of.
That might be what they'd be thinking as well. But there's a chance for all of them to have a bit of a relax, recharge of the batteries.
Yeah.
For another attacking session.
Feel a bit sorry for Zom. He's done 4 laps in total across the sprint and of this.
Yeah.
Not even 4 laps. Looked like he might have wasted his evening a little bit. Tickners, did he retire in the pit lane? Yeah, he did, but his car hasn't actually gone in, so it'll stop off track.
No, he's in the pit lane itself.
Oh, it has, yeah, no, sorry, yeah.
So.
I don't know what I've eaten today, but it's just turned me into an idiot.
Making it more fun.
He has retired in the pit, so we are good.
Yeah. No,
he's not. He's come back out. Just go and park on the side of the track there.
Yeah, that's what it does if you retire in the pits. It does the pit stop still and then retires out on track.
Okay.
So, actually, because I've been a bit slow, we actually do have some hard tyre runners. We've got 6 hard tyre runners. So we've got Quick Mick, Crayon Flower, Old Manzi, SLR Vettel, Mighty V2 and McCracken.
Who has somehow just lost some positions.
Yes. They're all jostling around at the back. Oh, Craig Senners.
So the Aston Martin is going for it. Please tell me you're putting hard tyres on and not retiring, Senna.
He hasn't retired.
This could get you some points here, son. Those look like hard tyres to me. I like it.
Yep. Going for a
This car
bold
is
one.
covered in dust.
Top 7 or starting on mediums.
McCracken keeps losing positions.
Right, and we've got this little break. Who's the biggest gainer and loser from the start? Shall we have a look? So the biggest gainer is actually Quick Mick in 8th place at the moment with 7 places gained. And obviously NGR Lem is he is in AI mode. So it's quite understandable for 8 positions gained.
I think it's got to be MT the Mighty, isn't it, the biggest loser? Because Senna's only lost those places because he's gone for an alternative pit stop strategy, which I really like.
I've just witnessed McCracken going into the back of the Red Bull and Mighty, losing some front wing, so it might have to come into the pits again.
And the safety car's in this lap, so that's
going
not
to be
great.
very painful. They'll be hoping for
Has he
another
got
safety
damage?
car. Yeah, front left end plate.
Oh dear.
So, when will Immortal and the Williams decide to unleash the 1,000 brake horsepower machine? Well, around about 1,000 brake horsepower. And he's gone early already.
I think he's going very early here.
Into club.
And Scotty has stayed with it, but it's caught Modular Cat out though.
Yep.
And Button is right on Clates. Clates has been caught out by it too. Everyone else sort of doing okay. Old Manzy maybe a little bit caught out.
Really.
Quick Mick might look to make a move on Button. He had a good run in there, Quick Mick, but he slowed it down a little bit. All Button. McCracken's gone on to softs.
Old 2-stop strategy? Or maybe banking on another safety car?
Yeah.
Mind you, he did pit for wing damage, wasn't it? So.
He did, yeah.
Right, well we have Devil move right now, looking for a move into Stowe and Nifty.
Good move by the looks of things.
Yeah,
I think he's going to make that stick, yeah.
Definitely.
Button is all over the back of Clates, but he just can't seem to get past him. He's 20% more ERS though. Modular Cat's back in DRS range. He's had to use a little bit of his ERS to get there. Scotty's practically full DRS. Clates is really falling back from Nifty Nasri, so when DRS comes on you'd expect Button to get past him pretty quickly.
Definitely.
I think from memory it wasn't a great qualifying session from Ferrari, but in the race, P3, P6, that's not too bad.
Seems like they've got a bit more of a race car instead of a qualifying car.
Complete opposite to last year.
Yeah.
Makes it really struggling here.
Modular Cat slowly reeling in Scotty.
Yeah, Scotty's losing a lot of time to Immortal. I don't know if Immortal's just blasting his ERS. Not really.
No.
He's used more of it than Scotty has, but he's not that low. Modular Cat's back in DRS range now. I don't know how much of this is Modular Cat trying to catch Scotty and how much of it is trying to get away from Devil Noob, because he looks like he's a man on a mission after what happened with him and Lem in the sprint.
Out of the top 4, Devil Noob has definitely used the most DRS out of them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And DRS is enabled. So was Scotty just biding his time, save up a bit of DRS and a bit of tyres?
I don't think he's going to be in DRS range of Immortal here.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's a mistake from Immortal.
Immortal's got a bit deep on the apex.
He doesn't have DRS though. Modular Cat does.
Even without DRS, Scotty was able to reel in
sector 1. There's a it's Senna. Oh no! Oh, I'm really disappointed. And now we've got a safety car again. I'm really disappointed about that, because I loved the hard strategy. So now would you be thinking about maybe going onto hard tyres, or because the cars are so bunched up, do you think it's just stick to the same strategy?
Well, the hard tyre runners, or the runners that have started on the hard tyres, they'll be absolutely fuming right now.
Yeah.
Because it is literally a free pit stop for the medium tyres.
Yeah. Would you get hards on now?
I would put hards on the first safety car.
Looks like Immortal agrees with you. Scotty doesn't. Modular Cat doesn't. Devil Noob does. Nasri's staying out. Clates, Buttons coming in.
Yeah.
Other Immortals coming in. Jixer's coming in. Vettel's staying out. Them's bots staying out. Oh, Manzi's coming in, and he started on hards. You get 18 laps out of the mediums.
If you can nurse the medium tyres, they could go a fair way. It is possible to do a medium soft around here, but you do have to nurse the tyres a little bit.
Right.
But it is possible. No, so we've definitely got a mix of strategies right now.
Yeah, I think Scotty, Modular Cat, Nasri, and Clates have made a mistake here. Jixer's on softs, as is Button. I don't know if they meant to do that.
Two-stop strategy, especially if there's a late safety car. So maybe a safety car around about like 17, 18. I would fall quite perfectly in for them.
But I just sort of feel like they would have been better off going on to mediums, and then if there is another safety car, then go for the softs, you know what I mean? The mediums aren't going to fall off just yet.
No, that's true.
I will be back in a second, so I will leave our lovely viewers with your voice for a while. They can have a break from hearing me.
How are we doing today, chat? Stars, I'm sorry for not putting the tyres up sooner. I'm still trying to work everything out. So, as I normally just do co-cons, but tonight I've decided to delve into the deep end and try to mainstream it. Thought quite possibly looking for another safety car. We have had 2 already so far within 10 laps, so especially on how close the grid is. Absolute joy to watch. So we got the top 7 which haven't pitted yet. Effectively is Mortal in the Williams is race leader. And safety car in this lap. So drivers have had a little bit of a respite, been able to either save a bit of fuel if they were low on fuel and recharge up the batteries, ready for another 16 laps of racing. Now will Scotty follow Immortal, go early or go a bit late? He's gone already. Modular Cat's gone with him. Nifty has been
Looks like
caught off guard a bit. Yeah, welcome back. Modular Cat really piling the pressure on Scotty right now. He won. But oh, and Immortals this round was tagged around by ART. Devil Noob.
Has he got damage? No,
I'm not quite sure yet. I've gone back to the battle for the lead at the moment. We've got Immortal in the... We've got...
Are we going to have a Hamilton Verstappen moment?
I hope not, but that Ferrari
Scotty
seems to
pulled
have
out
an amazing straight line speed right now. Must have robbed the
Jix has
setup
passed
from the
empty.
real life Red Bull team at Ferrari.
Devil Noob's just breezed past Vettel, and it looks like he's lining up old Mansley next. Oh, there's the car that's gone wide.
Yeah, that's old Manzi.
But Mansley, I think he got pushed off, to be honest. Devil Noob's past MT.
It's really
He
bad luck
loves
for
using up his
Immortal,
ERS, doesn't he? Oh, he's been hit. No. Oh, no. There's contact. The AlphaTauri's hit him. I think.
We got Red Bull and Mighty V2 in the pits.
I think it was the AlphaTauri because it doesn't have any damage. Someone else has hit him. This camera angle's so bad.
Yeah. That left end plate damage on Devil Noob's car, I do believe, might have been caused when Immortal was tagged around by Aston.
Well, I saw someone hit Devil Noob, and I saw there was debris on the track. Devil Noob's got to be absolutely furious with that, because he's just gone onto the hards. He's going to have to change. Did he do the sprint on softs?
Yeah.
Well, I hope so, because then he might have a pair of mediums to swap onto, but Devil Noob's gone wide. What he could do about it, though.
He's in a mix of a load of three-car battle right now, with Vettel doing a very nice move.
Scotty and Modular Cat are staying out even longer.
Their main rival this race, Immortal and Williams, was turned around by Devil Noob. What has happened to Devil Noob actually? He's pitted.
He's in the pits now.
Yeah.
Getting that wing changed. I think Immortal G is in a really good position here, if he can take those hards to the end. He's
Definitely
managed to
is.
stay out of trouble, get himself up to P4.
Yeah, and right on the back of the leading trio. So,
Yeah.
fair play. Maybe even looking
They'll
for
all
a
have to
move.
pit. And Clates has to pit, and Quick Mick has to pit, and Jixer has to pit, and Flower has to pit. So Button could be on for maybe a podium here.
Yeah.
And Immortal's going to go right
Podium.
up the inside of Nazari. What a move! That was brilliant from Immortal. Now he's chasing down the lead in 2, and I think Modular Cat and Scott need to start thinking about getting themselves in the pits.
Definitely them hard tyres right now on Immortal is definitely the tyre to be on right now.
Yeah.
Immortal Mr.
Scotty wants to get in front of him to go into the pits. Will they stay out? Oh, there's another incident.
Back. I do believe that's Immortal again in the Williams. Really good, strong sprint race, but
don't know why Scotty and Modular Cat are staying out unless they're going to go for soft tyres.
It could well be.
Which could be the play, but even then, I think it's time to abandon that strategy, boys, and just go on to the hards, because Immortal's going to be long gone. Immortal might get past Modular Cat here.
That's it for that. That Ferrari's got good straight line speed.
Yeah. I'm really worried about this, because I don't want Immortal or Modular Cat to crash or have contact, because I think Immortal, from a strategy perspective, has played a blinder here.
Yeah, he's
going up the inside, the same place he took Nazari.
The 4 Cops corner.
Now he's going to lead the race. Quick Mick might be looking at Jay Clates as well. Maybe now that they've seen Immortal going so well on the hards, maybe they'll come in this lap. But if they don't come in this lap, then they'll probably just stick with their original strategy of going to softs, but I don't think that's the right call. Scotty's coming in. Modular Cat is staying out.
I'm wondering if Modular Cat is going to play the really long game and the risky game of a safety car.
That's probably what it's going to be.
So we got Scotty and Jixer into the pits right now.
I really hope we don't get another safety car, you know, because I think Immortal's played a blinder here and he deserves to be rewarded for it.
Definitely. So he sees what from the leader.
I'm surprised we're not seeing more out of Button, because Button was faster in qualifying and he's on the same tyre. He's just not really able to get anything with Clates.
A race setter.
Yeah. Looks like apart from Nazari, Modular Cat, Button and Mick, everyone else is quite far apart.
Yeah. Well, around about 5.5 seconds right now between Morton and P1 and the next racer, which
Modular Cat's losing a lot of pace here. Nazari's right on him. Button's going to make a move on Mick. Blitzed him.
Definitely. It's the famous saying of rocket ship,
coming in.
It?
Yeah.
Quick Mick is coming as well.
So it looks like Nazari and Modular Cat are just going to try and take this to the end, but I think this is going to be not the right call, boys.
I don't think so. I have to get very lucky with the safety car.
So, I think it'll be around lap 18 then, maybe, that they'll come in?
I reckon,
8 laps
yeah.
on the softs?
Yeah, 8 laps on the softs. They'll comfortably, the softs will comfortably go 8 laps around here.
Crayon Flower's gone for softs.
So we got still got Nasri keeping modular cat honest.
I think McCracken's going to sort of fall off with those 12 lap old hards. Is Lem still a bot? Lem's still a bot.
Yeah. And Mortal has done well to get back up into P9 with all the bad luck he's been having.
Is Nasri looking at Modular Cat again? No, Nasri's coming in. Modular Cat's staying out.
Is Nasri looking for a undercut on Modular Cat?
Yeah, I think he might be.
Well, I do, because on certain circuits the undercut is very
That's hard tyres.
in this game.
Hard tyres for Nasri. I don't know if that was the plan.
I think Nasri might have been one of the ones that used soft tyres in sprint race.
If he's gone from mediums to hards,
He
surely would have had another pair of softs.
Maybe not new softs. We got a yellow flag
It's only
out.
going to be an extra lap or so on them. He's come out P11 anyway. I think he'll be okay for points.
Definitely. Got Jixer.
No offence to Jixer, but with I haven't really seen much from either of the McLarens to make me think, oh yeah, these guys are going to get points regularly. Nasri does look quite quick.
We've got Mortal just chilling out in front.
Yeah. He's begging for there not to be a safety car right now. Yeah. He's on his knees. Modular Cat is staying out again. He's looking for that lap 18, I think. I think actually what he might be looking for is a safety car.
I think that's what Modular Cat's doing, and it's unfortunately Racer, or Modular Cat I should say, who might have just missed the boat on that one.
Yeah. I think tempting fate, there's not really a lot of cars nearby to cause accidents with each other that would cause a safety car either, apart from Nasri and Jixer. And you'd expect Nasri to get past Jixer without any real issues. Jixer's running quite well though for now. Both on sort of fresh hards.
And in all fairness, although the both McLarens had a shocking sprint race.
Yeah.
Both of them are running in points right now.
They are, yeah. They qualified okay, P11 and P12 I think. So there's definitely points for them. Cracking with a 3-second penalty. That's the other thing that these drivers need to avoid. I think Modular Cat's the only driver who hasn't pitted yet. Ah, wow, I think he's coming in now, isn't he? Yeah, he's coming in now. He's decided not to bother waiting for a safety car. Where is he going to come out? This is going to be important. I think he comes out behind Scott for sure.
Definitely behind Scott.
Maybe behind Nasri.
I would say around about P11 right now.
Yeah, probably between Jixer and MT, I'd guess. That was a good stop from the Ferrari pit crew, though.
Jixer and Nasri are still battling away, so that might have slowed them down just
He's gone for softs. Yeah. It's a really slow exit. I think he's going to be okay. Oh, Manzi pitting has changed things.
Oh no, just behind.
Just behind. But I think he'll be okay to catch. Well, definitely. Well, yeah, he'll be okay to catch them. Modular Cat's got the pace.
Definitely, especially with a two-step compound difference as well.
Yeah.
Fresh softs by the looks of it.
Old Manzi going for the fresh softs as well.
So, Mortal and Williams done well to come back up to P5. So his
I think from memory, Vettel qualified something like P16, P17. He's up into third.
I was just about
That's
to say
fantastic.
that, yeah.
For the AlphaTauri.
Strategy definitely playing into their favours here.
I
Does
love it when the
have a
brainy plays
3-second
get rewarded.
Definitely. Does have a 3-second penalty though.
Yeah.
Which
Does, but he is
currently at the
clear.
moment would actually, I think that would he would keep
I think McCracken's also got the same
Yeah.
amount on penalties. Let me just check that. Yeah, they've got
Yeah,
the same
but-
amount. And Immortal's quite far behind.
yeah,
6 laps to make up 12 seconds. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. They've just got to pray there's no safety cars in the next 4 laps.
definitely.
Rayon Flower picking up a penalty, but not affect too much down in P14. Devil Noob pitting again.
On board with Immortal, which just looks to be absolute cruising out front right now.
So Scott is not too far away and closing that gap
Definitely.
really quickly actually. He's gained half a second in that turn.
I'm wondering if,
And if those two start fighting,
Immortal
that's
has had a
going
bit
to
of a-
please McCracken and Vettel.
Definitely.
I haven't been keeping an eye on it. I don't know if you have. Is Immortal getting away from Button? Or is it about the same?
Immortal's been slowly extending the gap,
Right.
so only maybe.
I'm really supporting him, you know. I really want him to do this.
Definitely, like that's tyre change into the safety car
Yeah.
has transformed a few of the races' fortunes.
Well, it's transformed it all completely, isn't it? It's gone from having
Definitely.
Immortal, Scott, Modular Cat and Devil Noob being the challengers for it. So Modular Cat sets the fastest lap. To being midfield and bottom drivers.
Definitely.
Qualifying standard at least. I just hope Vettel's mediums can last another 5 more laps. They should be able to, right?
Yeah, quite easily.
Well, Modular Cat managed to make them last, so I imagine he can.
Yeah. Currently on board with Vettel right now, and he seems to be doing very, very nicely. Just taking it nice and relaxed, make sure he's not getting any more track extensions.
Really starting to bunch herself up a little bit. I wonder if that's going to cause any safety car issues.
That's fair point. Burton has slightly closed the gap this lap so far, actually.
Right?
Burton,
Probably not
only
enough
a
to really
tenth or
worry
two.
Immortal too
No,
much for the win, no.
definitely not. But
Immortal's just got to keep it between the lines at the minute.
definitely.
Manzi past Lem, but it's a bot, so
Scotty's just outside the well, we got Modular Cat going around the outside, which goes to the inside for the rest of Club Corner and takes the place off Nazari. Very nice move
just
there.
let him go, I think, Nazari, mate. You're not going to catch him. Focus on your own race.
I don't know, he'll have DRS, which could help him get back past Ferrari.
I think Modular Cat's the fastest. Oh, Immortal's lost the place to Scott, so that's just come out of nowhere.
Definitely, because Scott
Now
was
Immortal's under pressure from
just
Modular
over-
Cat.
Yeah, so what we got? We got Immortal chilling out in front, really.
Clates, oh, well, he's
So,
gone through Lem because Lem was a bot.
yeah. Oh, Manzi on course to pick up a P9 here.
Crayon Flowers gone up 2 positions. That was a nice move. And Lem's box got past the Red Bull.
Didn't quite catch that double move on screen. Sorry about that.
Immortal's going to be put under pressure by Modular Cat any time now. Nasri's managed to follow Modular Cat, so I think because of the fresher softs from Nasri, I think Immortal might end up losing that. Oh, Immortal's Modular Cat had to be big on the brakes there. Modular Cat started using DRS. I thought he might have gone for a move.
Immortal in the Williams, definitely doing what they can to keep up with Scotty.
Yeah.
And especially in the DRS zone.
Yeah, he needs to keep hold of that as soon as he loses that. I think Modular Cat's going to go for it now anyway. He's got so much more traction on those softs.
Definitely.
The inside, now Modular Cat's going to be looking at Scott.
Might maybe Nasri get Amnula and
Nasri's going to have to wait a little bit longer.
yeah. I will admit there are some shocking camera angles in
Oh yeah.
broadcast mode, isn't there?
Yeah.
Most of the time it's just better staying on board.
Modular Cat probably gets Scott here. I think that's probably as high as he's going to be able to get.
I don't know. They're just over. Well,
once he gets
Scotty's
past
just over
Scott,
3 seconds away from the Kraken.
Yeah.
So
I think it would be a tough ask for him.
P4 is definitely on the cards for Modular Cat right here.
But Scott is not going to let him have it without going without a fight.
Oh, Vettel pick it up another 3 seconds.
McCracken's got a penalty actually, so this is well on.
It is, and I think that might.
Yeah.
I think Vettel might have just cost himself a podium with that extra 3-second penalty.
I'll have a look at everything. Let's have a look at the penalties. For the moment he's okay, because McCracken's also got the penalty.
But it depends on if Scotty.
So it's only 4.8 seconds.
It should be okay.
I think he's going to be okay for that podium.
Especially
just keep
with
it
Scotty.
between the white lines.
Nasri has just hit Immortal, I do believe.
Oh no, that's a shame.
Has Nasri got damage? No. So I'm not quite sure.
No,
Nasri might have hit Immortal, or Immortal might have.
Immortal's holding up Jixer now. Jixer's trying to go up the inside. I think there was a little bit of contact there.
Yeah.
Jixer's got a penalty, so it's just annoying Immortal if anything at the moment.
Gone through. Just got a better traction.
Move.
Yeah, just got a better traction than Immortal. Definitely a good move. So, I'm wondering if Immortal's just struggling with tyre temps right now, especially after that spin.
Yeah. Yeah, things were going really well for Immortal, and then sort of
definitely.
So looks like McCracken's going to lose P4 as well. Modular Cat's right there. Didn't take the penalty into account. I don't think Modular Cat will catch Vettel though, as Immortal G starts the final lap.
Yep.
He's actually increased the gap to Button.
Only by 2/10. So
Immortal's back past Jixer.
That's a very similar pace to Immortal, just a bit more unlucky of getting through the traffic a bit slower.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, we could have had a right good old battle if they managed to get through the traffic at the same time, couldn't we?
Definitely.
Roger Cat's probably going to overtake McCracken on track here.
Yeah.
Is McCracken going to try and... McCracken's not even going to bother defending it. He's
Nope.
just going to let it
Yeah,
happen. He knows he doesn't want to lose any more time than he's going to lose already. He's got to worry about Nasri.
Definitely. And right now, McCracken's got Nasri covered right now, so...
Yeah.
Just
Nasri made a little bit of a mistake there. He's lost a few tenths.
Right, going back on board with Immortal. Round in the final few corners. And crossing the line to start the season. I think it's season start with a race win.
It is, yeah.
Button with a P2. That's all
to worry about really is can McCracken keep ahead. 3.3 is the gap at the moment. He needs to keep it nice and tidy.
P3. Margin of Cup P4. Quickly followed by Scotty, Kraken, Nasri.
Nasri's not going to do it.
No. Immortal P8. Jixer P10 after Alt Manzi gets him on points. Crayon Flower. Oh, actually, no. Slight change. Jay Plates
gets himself in there.
P10. Mighty V2 in P12. P13 is Crayon Flower. P14 is Quick Mick. P15 is NRG Lem. And final finisher, ART Devil Noob. Shame for them guys. Had some good pace, but
yeah,
got really unlucky. Got unlucky in the race.
It just goes to show, doesn't it, that just because you're fast in qualifying or fast at time trial doesn't mean you're going to win all the races.
Yep. So, driver of the day, who would you vote for?
I'm going for the man who won it. I think that call that he made was the perfect call, and he's been rewarded with a race win. But I think in all of the top three, you could make a good case for all of them.
Definitely.
But I'm going to go for the man who won it. Because it wasn't just the strategy call, it was also the pace, because they were all pitted, I think, at the same time.
Yeah.
He had the pace to not just then lose it, so for me, it's the race winner.
I would totally agree with you on that one, and crucially being able to keep their nose clean whilst getting through the traffic.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be Immortal IO that we're going to have to watch out for, but it was Immortal G after all.
Yep. So that is your podium finishers and the rest of the grid for the race. That's the grid for the overall weekend. So we shall get the top
I think
three.
we need to get Immortal, Button and Vettel, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Into the party. If you wouldn't mind doing that.
Button.
There you go. I'll
Immortal G's on a computer or something. So I don't think we'll be able to hear from him, which is a shame.
No. And SLR Vettel, I will see if I can get him in now.
Doesn't look like anyone wants to talk to us tonight.
Yeah, let's have Vettel. If they don't want to come in, we'll get modular cat and yeah, we'll get modular cat and maybe Nasri and Immortal Hello in. Nope, doesn't look like they want to join, so we'll.
Oh well.
Should we see if Immortal ILO wants to come in? Because Nasri is actually on computer, so we won't be able to get them in.
Is there much point interviewing the driver who finished 9th?
No, I was just going to ask if how the race went, to be honest, but after if there was any problems. Anyway, well, we'll leave it at that one then. So, thank you, BZH, Jake, for co-commenting with me tonight. That will be us. Hopefully all of you enjoyed the race. And I do believe RSF1 will be back, I think it'll be
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday now for Division 1. Depending on how things go, I might even make an appearance as a race driver. See what happens though.
Well, if you do, I'll be supporting you.
Thank you. But other than that, so thank you all for watching and good night.